Hello, I'm Cherie and I'm with Shark Gym. I'm going to give you 30 minutes of stretching today. Stretching, mobility, uh, that's it. Just working on our flexibility and a little bit of mobility for our joints as well as our muscles. So just follow along for the next 30 minutes. Slow down, take a break, whatever you need, okay? So we are going to start in a child's pose because it's nice and relaxing, and if you move different ways you can hit your lat muscles as well, shoulders. So hip width apart, your knees, okay? Just sit your hips back, arms long, and soften your elbows and just drop your head to the ground. Please feel free to turn on some nice soft music because these poses we won't hold for long, but long enough it'll get quiet. So if you want some music, turn some on to help you relax. Walk your arms to the right side. Walk to the left. Arms out in front of you. This time come up a little, spread your knees wider. Sit your hips back. Now arms are long. Take the bend out the elbows and try to press your chest, your armpits down into the ground. As you're pressing your armpits, press your right down a little more. Press your left down a little more. Press your right and left and both. Crawl your fingers forward just another inch to deepen that stretch. You should feel this along your lats, your outer back muscles. Perfect. And soften your arms. Come up out of that stretch. Hands and knees. Cat and cow. So just, keep poking myself. So just roll your spine up and down. Along with up and down, move side to side a little bit. Perfect. Sit back, knees under hips. Sit your hips down to your ankles. If this is uncomfortable, hero pose, you can stay up like this. We won't be here long. Just drop your head to the right, circle to the front, to the left, reverse, reverse. Bring it to the center, open your neck, front of your neck, drop your head to the back, close your mouth and clench your jaw. And chin to your chest, both hands on the back of your head. Perfect. Roll the shoulders back. Roll forward. Twist to the right. Left. Back to the center. Right arm up and over. Left. Release. Stay right here. Let's come up to our knees. Hands on your low back, and I just want you to open up, squeeze the glutes, press the hip flexors forward, and just try to stretch, open your abdominals, open your chest up to the ceiling. And this is for the chest, so focus on the chest, pressing it forward and lifting up towards the ceiling. Pull your shoulders back and release. Perfect. Lay down on your back. If at this point you have a yoga strap or a band or a towel, anything, we're about to do a hamstring stretch, even a robe and you have the tie on your robe, anything like that, where you can lay down, leg up and hook that around your foot, only if you need it, only if you need it. If it helps your stretch, grab it. If not, lay here and just hold that stretch. And I do suggest holding it is fine, but if you add a little movement, point your toes, flex your toes, you're gonna just get more of your hamstring muscles and your calf to stretch as well. Your other leg, I like bent, but you can bend it straight, whatever works for you. Perfect. Whatever leg is up, I want you to open. Same leg goes back up and across your body. Try to keep this opposite shoulder on the floor, keeping the other leg straight that you're stretching. So you should feel the spinal twist as well as the hamstring, as well as this glute, outer glute right here. Coming back up, hold this stretch just a little bit longer. Perfect, and release. Switch legs. Remember to move a little bit in your stretch. Perfect. Open that leg. Leg up and across. Remember to try to stay in that spinal twist, so back arm is long, reaching behind you, shoulder on the floor or close to it. Leg up. Let's hold this stretch right here a few more seconds. Perfect, and release. Feet to the ground. Knees bent. Hug your knees into your chest. Drop your knees to the right. Open the back arm behind you. Another spinal twist. And switch to the other side. Switch again. And this time, take that top leg, straighten it. If you want it, so you can just hold it right here. If you want it deeper, you can pull that leg up a little bit. It's gonna deepen the stretch in the outer glute right here. Release that leg and switch. Straightening the leg, you can press it down or pull it up for a deeper stretch. Release, bring your knees back to the center, hug those knees in, curl your spine, lift your head, tuck your chin into your chest. Perfect, and a pencil stretch. So extend your legs as long as you can. Extend your arms as long as you can and just reach, reach, reach. Open your chest a little bit towards the ceiling. You can wiggle side to side, but make yourself as long as you possibly can. And release. Hug your knees into your chest. And we're going into Happy Baby. Right here. So, let me switch to another angle. How's that? Happy Baby. Right there. Thighs are wide open, knees are away from each other. You can even do this for a few seconds if you want. Elbows pressing your knees away from each other. Flex your toes, bottom of your feet facing up towards your ceiling. If you want this a little deeper at this point, you can straighten one leg at a time. hold your happy baby. Try to straighten both your legs. And it's okay if they don't go very straight, but get them as straight as you can, keeping your legs nice and wide. Should feel good. Maybe a little uncomfortable, which is normal. And slowly bring those legs together as straight as you can. If your hands here is too deep, just grab your hamstrings or calves. Just hold that hamstring stretch. Perfect. Release your feet to the ground and just let those knees rock side to side. And relax. All right. So from here, legs up, right ankle across your left knee. Grab behind the left leg, pull it in and stretch. You can hold, you can rock side to side. The knee that's coming into your body, you can use that same side elbow to press it away or that hand to press away if you want to add a little to your stretch. Switch sides. Switch sides. You're going to make this a little deeper should you wish to. All right. The leg that's across your chest, grab that leg, release your other one to the ground. Just keep holding this leg in place. You can try to hug it in a little more if you want, but you should feel a deeper stretch. Take your time and switch. You can go to the first version, or you can go right to this if you really liked it. Or if you need a second, go to the first version and then switch to this. Perfect. And release that down to the ground. All right. Roll yourself up. Oh. Legs long, hamstring stretch. Again, if this is uncomfortable for you and you have that strap, towel, use it. Spread to a nice narrow V. I tuck a leg in. I'm going to focus on one hamstring at a time. So whatever leg you're stretching, my right, make sure you turn both shoulders over that leg, fold forward and stretch for a nice deep stretch, and you're not here. This is a good stretch, it's just not as deep as, so we have the same side. This is same side. So if you want to test that flexibility, that hamstring, the opposite elbow or the opposite shoulder, press it down towards the ground, even out the shoulders, and you should feel that stretch. And switch legs. Movement's the same. Point your toes, flex your toes, rotate your ankle in circles. Release. Spread both legs. First, just try to touch your toes or your shins, ankles. Keep your legs there. Bring your arms down. Point your elbows to the ground. Inhale in. On your exhale, lower your elbows towards the floor, whether you touch or not, doesn't matter. Inhale, release. Exhale, press. And just keep going with your breath. As you exhale, you press into your stretch. Inhale, you release from your stretch. Deeper, crawl your hands forward. Keep trying to get those elbows towards the floor. One more exhale, hold your stretch. Hold your stretch. Try to lift your chest, drop your shoulders so that you're not here where your shoulders are into your ears. Try to relax your shoulders, lift your chest, and hold that stretch. Just makes a deeper stretch. Focuses on the hamstrings. Release from that, inner thighs. Right here. You can hold your toes. I like to grab my ankles, pull and hold them in. I like to use my elbows, press them into my inner thighs, and lower my chest towards the floor, because as I lower my chest, my elbows press into my inner thighs to deepen the stretch for me. And if I want this deeper, I just walk my elbows wider towards my knees. And release, release, release. We have another leg cradle stretch, you'll see. So, ankle across the opposite knee, lift and cradle into your body. If you prefer the other version, go ahead and lay down and switch. But if we're here, hold it. You can rock side to side with that hip. You're just stretching the hips and loosening them up by moving side to side at the same time. Perfect. Release and switch other leg. Release. You can sit comfortably with the legs, whatever's comfortable for you. Tall with the spine. Abdominals are tight. Lift the chest, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Drop your head right to the left. You can make circles. Just whatever feels good for your neck. Sit nice and tall. Spinal twist to the right. And left. Back to the front, right arm up and over. That should feel really good around your lats, obliques, the rib cage. You're just reaching that arm across the room and switch. Perfect. So come to the center. Hands behind you. Press into the ground. Open your chest. Pull your shoulders back away from the chest. Look up a little. Don't keep your chin away from your chest as well. Shake your head out. Twist it side to side. Roll the shoulders. Wrists. Circle the wrists. Perfect. Hands and knees. And at any time, I know we're not using a lot of calories, but you're moving. If you need water, get some water. If you're thirsty, you're already dehydrated, so drink water. Knees. If you have a cushion, grab a cushion, a pillow, anything. So what we're gonna do, I call this the three-way stretch. Right foot comes forward where your ankle is under the knee, maybe a little in front. From here, lift your chest, hands on your thigh, shift your hips forward. What you should feel is this hip flexor back here. Okay, hold that pose, hold that pose. cushion because you're gonna feel your knee pressing into the ground, and I have an actual cushion, but use a pillow. Okay, we're here, so release, same leg. You're gonna open about 45 degrees, ankle under the knee, so you don't wanna be here. Under the knee, I like to go in front of the knee so that when I shift, I have room. It's a little behind, but that's okay. You can always adjust. Knee feels much better. So again, there should be no discomfort as far as your knee pressing into the ground, because I want you to stretch. Get a pillow, ball up a blanket. Before I had this, I balled up blankets and had my knee resting on that. One more, 3 ways, that was 2. Open 90 degrees, okay? Just don't turn your whole body that way. Keep it towards the front, open, shift. Whew. And there's no right or way for the upper body, right or wrong way, just, perfect. Okay, leg in front, hamstring stretch, just because we're here. Perfect, release. We're gonna go to the other leg. Other leg shift forward, hold. Perfect. Open about 45 degrees. Shift. Perfect. And 90. And shift that way. Release, hamstring stretch. And release from that stretch. All right. Cushions can be moved to the side. I want you to lay flat on your stomach. Quad stretch first. So from here, grab a foot with your hand. If you have a strap, you can use that instead. And just try to get that heel into your bottom. You can use 2 hands if you want. Switch. Release. Spread your arms wide. We're going to roll. This is spinal twist. Roll onto the right shoulder or the shoulder behind you, and that leg that's in front opens and moves behind as well. So as well as feeling the chest and the shoulder that's pressing to the ground, you should feel the top, hip, and oblique area stretching. And adjust. If straight legs are uncomfortable, you can bend the top knee, whatever you need. Switch. And release. Cobra or Sphinx. Sphinx is on your elbows. I want you to lift your chest, drop your shoulders, cobra, deeper, elbows off the ground, you're on your hands, whichever one you prefer. Lift the chest, press it forward. Pull your shoulders away from your chest and then down away from your ears. As you're holding this stretch, let your head rock side to side. Perfect. And come up out of that stretch. Just to your hands and your knees. Cobra from here. Right knee forward. The right foot crosses under the left quad. Slide your hips, press them into the ground. That's it. You can rock those hips side to side if that helps. Perfect. Take your time to release and switch to the other leg. Perfect. Take your time to release. Hands and knees. So spread your knees. We're going into a frog. Spread your knees nice and wide. Your big toe. So here's level 1. Level 2. For our arms, we're going to do a rocking frog too, which you'll feel rocking frog much more in level 2 than level 1. Inhale. Exhale, rock back. Inhale, release. That's it. So you just rock forward and back. Then exhale, which is, that's the stretch. But we're not holding it very long. I'm recording.
Record.
After you release from frog, cat and cow. Roll your spine up and down. Hold it here on your hands and your knees. Reach your right arm up. Thread the needle. Release your hands and knees. Switch. Reach your left arm up. Thread the needle. Come up to your hands and your knees. You can sit back in hero. You can sit in a cross-legged position. Whatever feels the best. Reach across. Switch. Back to the center. Big inhale up. Hold this position. Open your chest up towards the ceiling, leaning back just a little. Stay comfortable. Just a nice little stretch. Bring it back up. Take a breath in. Exhale, release. roll the shoulders, wiggle the wrists, fingers, twist it out side to side, you guys, and we are done. That's it. Thank you very much for doing the stretch with me. Do this as many times as you need, every other day. If you have any questions, comments, leave them below, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you.